Huey McGahn, the Kiwi skipper, out on the centre field of the QE2 Park, and the black and white Kiwi balls going into the crowd here. And out come the Australians now, led by Wally Lewis, has had his fair share of critics throughout this week. Let me tell you that. Okay, the New Zealand side now coming out for you. Darryl Williams is at fullback. The wingers are Mark Elia and also Tony Iro, who is one of the biggest wingers you've ever seen. The two centres are Kevin Iro and Tony Kemp. Then we have Shane Cooper and Clayton Friend, the 5'8" and the halfback.
There's the Australian team. Fullback Gary Belcher. On the wings, Dale Shearer and Michael Hancock. The centres, Mal Meninga and Tony Curry. 5'8" and captain playing his 30th test match today, Wally Lewis. Half, Greg Alexander. Since the turn of the decade, Australia has beaten New Zealand 10 tests to 3 as Kevin Iro gets this test match underway from the QE2 stadium here in Christchurch, and Belcher is met and really thumped to the ground by a three-man New Zealand tackle.
Australia centre field almost to halfway now as Sirinen brings it up hard. Oh, big barging run from Sirinen, and he made half a gap too. Vaughton gets a good ball away. Karen Wallace couldn't handle it. The Kiwis swoop in. So a chance for begging there, and a Kiwi down holding his head. And Tony Curry getting a little caution on the walk.
And it's New Zealand now with the football, and still no score on the board as Goulding takes it ahead, and a good run by Goulding. And he's going to play it, but he's lost the ball, and it's a stolen ball against Alexander. So it's a penalty for New Zealand right in front of the uprights. Playing for his home country today. There's the kick. It's big, it's high. It's 2 points. New Zealand lead Australia 2-0 in the first test. And Australia coming up with the football, only 15 metres out from the New Zealand line. A great chance for them. This is Lewis now. And Lewis is only about, they're throwing punches in there on that tackle on Lewis. Tuta was one of them. Todd is getting in for his shot. They come in from all over the ground now to become involved. New Zealand coughed it up. Then the ball went away to the Australian captain, Lewis. Watch number 13, Tuta. He's been throwing some high stuff all day. He goes in on Lewis late. Bingo! He gets a shot on him. And Lewis then has had just about enough. He decides to retaliate. Meninga's shot for goal, successful. Eats that stuff for breakfast, really, right in front. And picks up the 2 points, and so it's 2 points all on the test scoreboard.
And they're about 13 metres out, Australia now. Can they go over this touchline? As Roach throws a dummy, winds up the big fella, slips a good ball to Alexander. Alexander gets it out to Curry. Let's wait and see. A try by our books. Try. Well, that was a good run from Alexander, off Roach, and then on to Curry, and he finished it off very well. Mal Meninga taking a long time over the kick now. As I've said, a very difficult angle. Australia leading 6-2. This kick to come, there it goes, but plenty of height, plenty of distance, and got the money to Mal Meninga with a magnificent kick. And Bobby Fulton, the Australian coach, looking, well, impassive at the moment, but Australia leading 8-2.
10 metres into New Zealand's area for the Australians, and Alexander did well to get a ball away one-handed to Sirinen, who fends off one, brushes off another. This is the real Paul Sirinen today. My goodness, he's really put a dent in the Kiwis on a few occasions that he's taken it up. A run around, a simple one between Walters and Lewis. The ball has gone out for Curry. Curry comes back in field, over the 22. Try time for Lewis. Lewis scores in this international at Christchurch. 41 points prior to this match. That was Wally Lewis's 11th try in a test match.
He's still in just inside the 22. Out it comes for Roach. Oh, good ball for Meninga. Now they get it on to Hancock, and Hancock stretches out. He's beaten Friend. He throws a ball back inside for Walters. A little stumble from Walters, though. He'll go there again, and Australia doing it easy. Oh, they're doing it easy. Gee, that was a good run from Hancock. Sized it up. He knew he had Friend beaten and went over minutes after. That wonderful try from Lewis. Look at this. This is beautiful football. Roach gets it on to Meninga, and Hancock just stretches out, pins the ears back. Friend comes across at him. He knew he had too much pace, danced around, heard the call, and inside for Walters. A little stumble there. Alexander in support, didn't need it though, and crashes over. Harvey, the only Kiwi to follow him. Dale Shearer. Well, scrambly stuff here from Tudor. A rough little player, this Tudor. On an intercept this time. The Kiwis with a chance. They wind up. Can they run him down Australia? He's over. Mark Ilya has scored against the run of play for New Zealand. He picked it up with an intercept, galloped down, had Australia turning around, and has gone over and put the first try in for the Kiwis. Mark Ilya, the Canterbury player, playing in the black and white of New Zealand today.
The two markers stand beside each other, so there's not much of a vacancy there for him to play his ace hand, and that's the go from that area.
Australia with the ball this time again. They've worked play back in the 22 now. I know they'd love to score another try with about 9 minutes to go. So let's see what the Aussies can do now. It goes to Lewis. Lewis throws a little dummy, then a high pass over for Sirinen. Sirinen makes the bust. Oh, look at this. I talked about a try. Let me tell you, he just cracked him and put it down beside the post. Paul Sirinen. He's caused damage every time he's touched the ball today.
And he plays it about 5 or 6 metres his side of halfway. This is Kevin Ero, and he's made a good bumping run. Got the pass to Mark Ilya. He's looking for number 2. Shearer's got him. Has he got him in time? Yes, he has. Oh, great save by Shearer. Tremendous burst by Ero, and then by Ilya. Referee Tennant in amongst that play the ball area. And I do believe he's given the penalty. He has. It's gone from Williams to Freeman. Freeman does some dancing, but he's been crunched to the ground now and forced back about 8 metres in the tackle by Sam Backo. Now a penalty goes to New Zealand. So Freeman to take the tap. It's with Todd now. Todd's about 5 metres out from the line. The crowd urging their team right down to the wire. Realising victory's out of the question, but very keen to see another try. A long ball by Tuta, and into touch over there is Kemp. So a scrum will go down about 5 metres out from the Australian line. 16 getting ready to come on for the Kiwis. That's Kurt Sherlock. In fact, he will enter the record books as being, well, he's not going to. They had him all dressed and powdered up, hair done, ready for the day, but he didn't make it as a dual international, not in this test anyway, Jack, as a player.
His career was 5 seconds too short, wasn't it?
So the children swarm onto the QE2 park. Australia defeating New Zealand by 26 points to 6. They really put the New Zealanders away in the second 20 minutes of the game.